On a perfect day, I know that I can count on you. And that's impossible. You can live. I need she will always be right there. So everybody, tell me, baby, can you stand the rain? Storms will come. This ain't no show. Tell me, baby, can. Hey, y'all. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Just came to bring y'all a little bit of morning cheer. This is Doc Play. He going live, How y'all doing this morning? I hope y'all, like I said, I hope y'all doing well. Uh, I was just thinking, and one should think at least 3 times a day. Think in preparation. And I was thinking about, a bit of news I heard yesterday. Well, an article I read, and it was also on somebody's YouTube channel. They were reporting on it. Get out this car wash first. Yeah, hey, let me get my tire shine, and then we gonna get started. Pull out here, we gonna get started. Tire shine. Right on. Okay, so if I got this broadcast to my Facebook, my main Facebook, cause really, this article that I read in reference to Google and Joe Biden's administration, and really it was before Joe Biden's administration. It's just I don't know what possessed Google to confess that during the uh, tenure of Joe Biden, well, maybe not Joe Biden specifically, but someone in his cabinet, maybe the auto pen did it. Uh, he decided to go about censoring social media accounts that they specified the COVID, talking about COVID, but there also was also political censorship. Now, for me, from my perspective, someone who doesn't have the typical African American black Negro or nigger male uh, perspective in regards to politics. In other words, I don't rush to. I say fuck the Democratic Party. I hope the Democratic Party fails. The Democratic Party has not been of any constructive or tangible value for the Black American in 60 plus years. Now, when I say things like that, and I also say, well, I'm not a Republican either. Fuck them too. I don't believe in none of it. Now, when you say things like this, uh, it kind of draws attention to you because one of these things is not like the other. One of these things ain't kind of the same. So it came out to the point where I would have people. Because once upon a time, I believed in hope and change by good old ferryman Bathhouse Berry. I believed in that shit at the beginning. I believe that just like the woman when he got elected, I ain't got to worry about it. I ain't got to worry about my videos. Lies you told, ma'am. Some people had to worry about keeping their house after Obama got in, and some of them failed in keeping their house. But don't let me get too far for what bitch. Don't let me get too far for what I was on. I was talking about the censorship part about it. Now I will wonder, well, damn, once upon a time I get all these little likes and comments and shares and whatnot, then all of a sudden my post wouldn't get no action, in the post, and sometimes, frequently, you know, uh, some posts would give me a 30-day or 30-day, a 60-day or 90-day Facebook jail sentence. And better yet, if they didn't give me community standards violations, what they would do is they would put this big old flag over my post talking about fact checker shit. So, I saw this all along during time period, and I wouldn't see it on everybody's shit. I wouldn't see no everybody going through this shit. And I'm like saying, well, shit, what's going on with, with my algorithm? I started learning about the algorithm years ago because I figured out, well, it's got to be some way to hide my posts. They're holding back my posts, some shit. And as I was trying to think about it, I was like throwing up smoke signals. Somebody tell me something. Somebody help. Yeah, but didn't nobody care? Because once again, I say this was probably, I guess it started 2016 after Hillary lost against Trump. And they was talking about Russian bots and black identity extremists. Then when he ran for elite re-election and during the 2020 COVID shit, it kind of intensified again. And I was asking people, what's going on? But then it's the fact that, I wasn't aligned with voting for Kamala Harris. I wasn't aligned with voting for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris when they decided what ticket they was gonna have. I just wasn't with it. I didn't vote at all for president. And it's been a few years since I voted for president. I no longer believe in the political system, the two-party political system. I believe they are all united as one. I also believe that all this crying and stuff y'all doing about the most menial bullshit, and especially the nigger people, the black American people, and I always hollering about racism shit and got shit fucked up in your own fucking community that your kind and fucked up they self. That if you fix yourself, that if you put forth the initiative and effort to fix yourself instead of trying to find the finest clothes, buy your kids the best of bullshit, be preoccupied with bullshit, whether it be some fucking housewives or Atlanta or this, that, and the third. Always want to have a good time. Always entering into dysfunctional relationships. Always perpetuating dysfunctional relationships. Poor parenting. Poor aspirations to educate oneself. Poor financial control, poor community management. Just a few things. Just a few things that, black folks, African American people could be focused on instead of things like what the fuck Trump did last night, what Charlie Kirk said. He said this about black women. Man, shit. It's a nigga kicking a black woman ass right now. You probably live in an apartment right next door to him. You worry about what a white man that's dead at this point, what he got to say about black women. And then not only that, really, I think the white boy was really talking about I got it, buddy. Don't move. Don't move. I got it, buddy. Don't move. Really, he was talking about politicians. And it's one particular politician I know. Well, really, it's more than a few of the black female politician, because like I've said before, the black female politician is a crash test dummy for these political parties, specifically the Democratic Party. Because what they'll do is that they'll utilize the black female to help to convince you to vote against your own best interests. You remember how Obama sashayed his ass out there talking about, you don't want Michelle to come out. Nigga, you the one who get your ass kicked by your broad. Nigga, don't try to project that on nobody else, nigga. That's another one of the problems. There's a lack of mature and intellectual and responsible masculinity within the black community. They say that, well, I be careful what they say, but they say that it's the black woman's fault that the community is fucked up. The way the black women raise the children, the morals and the values, they want to be independent, this, that, and the third, man. Okay. I don't particularly believe that it's all on the black woman. Ain't nothing wrong with being independent in a situation where you know that the baby daddy didn't left. He didn't slid through and he didn't hit it and quit him. Maybe y'all relationship didn't work. But then again, it's like going back to the point of teaching responsible manhood and taking care of your own personal responsibilities. But because there's been such a mass failure of black males to do this for their children and their male children, now that these kids are growing up past the crack era, past the fucking pill era, past the surf era, and all that shit, now y'all looking for a finger to point at. The most convenient finger to point at is the black woman. The black woman gonna point at you and be like, "Oh, these niggas are sorry. They soft. They're in their soft era. They like to get their booties licked with their legs dangling up in the air." In a minute, they're gonna be taking the motherfucker that little plug thing. You know, it feel the tongue feel good. Let's take it to the next level, baby. I wish I motherfucking would. And then it comes, and then it's like being a single male like myself. I've been single for some time now. And you know, it's almost peculiar. Like once upon a time, you couldn't have convinced me. When I was in my 20s, mid-20s, early 30s, you couldn't have convinced me I would go this long without having sexual relations. And then it's like the time period you go when you try to enter back into the game, you look at what's in front of you, and you're mistrustful, you're distrustful. So and as someone who once you get a little bit older, once upon a time, you could see a fine woman, and if the wind blow, you gonna get rock solid. But now it's more when you get a little bit older, young men, and your testosterone starts to ebb a little bit. You got to have it. Well, maybe not for all men, especially not maybe not for men that have been consistently sexually active, but for some folks who are trying to work through whatever trauma they might have went through in their prior relationship, to try to fix yourself, know that you have been a fuck up to other women, and you know, you just finally got the women, femininity finally got their lick back on you. So now you heartbroken, and you going through phases, and you done fell all the way off because you invested more time in thinking about relationships, or just uh doing self-healing, because some uh self self-healing can often consist of self-medication. And you know, certain things, certain elements might be to your detriment when you try to medicate yourself, where you might spend too much time working on the medicating and less time on the healing. Oh, you Dewberry been on. What's happening, Z Dugan? Hi, perfect place. Egg 111. Hello. uh Said Will Smith. I don't know. I don't look like Will Smith, I know that for sure. I wish I looked like Will Smith goddamn bank account, my nigga. Nah, not look like it. I wish I had his bank account. Otherwise, I wouldn't be coming home from the plantation. But back to the censorship part. I mean, I tell you, it was bad enough. Uh, I'm debating back with I'm debating with people I've known for years and years, and they're so Trump sick and so afraid of Trump when he's just a fucking white man that really used to spend a whole lot of time hanging around with niggas. But since the propaganda machine worked in the way in which it did, and you know, it convinced you that Trump was the grand dragon of America. And in my mind, I'm saying this, of all the other racist things that have happened with Obama in or anybody else in, now all of a sudden, you know, the niggas wasn't even this mad at W. Bush. And W. Bush started wars. But I'm on here, I'm trying to educate my people. I'm trying to make sure my people are informed. I'm trying to make sure that my people know when to go to a politician. When they're in front of a politician, don't let that politician pinch on your cheeks and rub you on your throat, pat you on top of the head and rub you on your back and say, vote for me. They ask that motherfucker what he gonna bring to your community. When I say that, oh, you about to mess it up. You must want Trump to win. This, and that, and the third. Man, last time the Democrats won, man, I done damn near went my credit score. I done lost about damn near 150 points off my motherfucking credit score because of interest rates and inflation. And but y'all heard me talk about this before. I'm just really appalled at all of how first Zuckerberg did this shit, and y'all kind of ignored that shit. Zuckerberg got on there and said that he was fucking with people's accounts on Facebook with the censorship, but that just flew right on over niggas' heads. Now it's been about, I guess, maybe I think Zuckerberg did that shit like maybe early spring, a late winter, sometime early this year. The mother came out and confessed all the government made me hurt y'all Facebook accounts. I sure is sorry. What does that do for me, for aspiring content creators like me who knew I had tens of thousands of followers on Facebook before they even offered monetization, and it's still sitting. It's been damn near 8 years, and I'm still sitting at 37,000. And in times I've been posting consistently on that page.
Hello, Moto.
Man, go to hell. Go to hell. Go to hell. God damn it. Go to hell. Stop fucking calling me. But I just wanted to get that off, man. Because I didn't got distracted. These people calling the fuck out of me, man. I'm not paying y'all another goddamn dime. Uh, y'all wouldn't let me do a consolidation loan to get rid of all y'all motherfuckers. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm playing a little thing, some type of program they got that helps you absolve your debt. And that's what I'm going to do. 912, what's happening? Boss man, what's happening? Eric Kane, good morning. Yeah, 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 yeah. So with that being said, man, uh then, well, let me go touch on YouTube. YouTube, I mean, hell, I had a YouTube for damn near 12 fucking years, and I didn't even know you could do anything with that motherfucker. And what make it so bad, uh, and God bless, God bless my dearly departed sister. My dearly departed sister told me years ago, Grady, get your Patreon, set your Patreon, since you be on the internet all the time talking, going live. I'm like, man, sister, don't nobody just pay nobody to go live. And this probably was like in 2014 or some shit like that. And here I am, everybody on the Patreon. Maybe if I started the Patreon back in 2014, I might have me a little bit of money. Y'all might not be looking at me in this position. I might be somewhere else, either running my own plantation or coming from a better plantation I've just come from. Two bombs up to receive all blessings. Peace and love. Y'all have y'all a wonderful day. Let me go up here and self-medicating and have dinner for breakfast. I'm gonna have some chicken Alfredo for breakfast, I guess. And peace and love. Nigga nation and nothing. Talk to y'all later, man.